Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Meet Me at Noon, where today we might even see the end of the normal constellations. That's probably, given the amount of progress I've made in each of the last couple episodes, that's probably a little ambitious, but we're not that far off, is my point. I've had a great time with this game. I am actually a little bit sad that we are so close to the end. You know, I don't think I noticed before that this level is named OVNI. They're not usually all caps, right? Okay, so that... what could that possibly stand for? Does it matter? Probably not. Is it a clue? Probably not. But wouldn't it be neat if it was? Okay. So I have not spent any time looking at this, and maybe that's going to turn out to be a mistake, but how do we manage this? So we want to carry blue up to the row that orange is currently on. And then during sequence 3, have orange ride blue across. How do I manage that? So we need blue to come up. We need blue to get up here in a position where orange can get on top of blue and then move across and come back. So, okay, this is going to require blue to be in the air for a pretty significant amount of time, which is to say that I think we want orange's unfall to well, do we want it to happen as early? Do we want the fall to happen as early as possible? Or do we want orange to... I think we want orange to spend a lot of time in the lower level then. So we want, like, okay, what if I clicked outside the window apparently? So we dive down here immediately. What if we do, like, essentially this thing? So we have blue push orange over. That's desyncing orange in a really awkward way, actually. And it doesn't let me get to the moon, and it doesn't... No, this is terrible. That's a concern that I didn't think of, was that any move that blue makes that desyncs orange is going to prevent orange from even being up here, which is going to make it more difficult to get on top of blue. All right, what exactly do we need blue to do? We need blue to get up. How do we even do this? There's no way to get blue to jump up and have orange move under, because there's no way for us to plot a movement left here with this space actually full during sequence 1. So blue's going to have to get on top of orange here. So we probably want this move. We want orange to be here. We want that move to happen pretty late, but not first thing. Like what? Okay, what if it's... and then we wait once. So you get here, jump up. Right, but this being the moment of the unfall... Oh, right. With blue not being in that position, actually, it's going to be impossible for us to have orange end up on this platform, isn't it? Yeah, because in order for that to work, we'd have to desync orange's position from the sequence 1 positions by having it move over one space further left than normal, which isn't a thing we can ever do, because there's no way to get blue to the right of orange in this amount of time. So orange is necessarily going to start down here. And it's really important that orange doesn't end the sequence in this position, because if orange does end the sequence in that position, then... okay, that's interesting. How do I... So we probably don't want the first command in the list to be a move to the right. Because when it gets played backwards, it's going to tend to shove orange into the corner. What if we do like this? I don't know for sure that we want to pick up the star with orange. Since we can't get orange back up there anyway, it doesn't matter, I think, that we... Since we can't get orange back up here, it doesn't matter that we desync orange to the right. If I jump now, orange is going to fail to move upward and then move under me. You know, this at least gets us to the moon, and I think it is the first command sequence we've put in so far that does that. Actually, this is totally going to work. Okay. It's a result. Still no idea what OVNI might mean. Okay, the star is there during a single frame at the end of sequence 3. So we want to do some movements with orange here such that orange ends sequence, such that we can come down here and get blue underneath orange, and then orange can end sequence 2 up here somewhere, so we can put in winning commands from there. And realistically, it has to be blue who's grabbing this, right? Because orange needs to be over here somewhere. So how do we make it so the... How would we make it so the blue is the... Blue is in this space at the end of sequence 3. Is there a way to use this thing to create a fall that we can rewind? No, there's no way, right? Because like either we run down here and take the fall as quickly as possible. We only have 5 moves per sequence too. So yeah, we'd run down here, take the fall as early as possible, and then start down here. No, there's no way. It's going to have to be orange jumping, getting on top of blue, and then blue displacing orange by carrying orange over. How to make that occur? So if we imagine like blue goes 1, 2, 3, we want orange to be in the air at that moment. So if blue comes down here, though, blue will not be in position to get this done. Yeah, I don't know. All right, one problem at a time. So I need to be in this space jumping at the correct moment. So blue goes 1, orange goes 1. Blue goes 2. Orange jumps on 2. Orange needs to be in the air when blue is executing the 3rd move. So if this is a jump, that will be true. No, I need the jump to be earlier. Or later, rather. The jump needs to be 3rd instruction. Yeah, and then orange would be... Okay, so... 3rd instruction and that location. The walking around doesn't really matter. Actually, no, it totally does. Just wait here, I guess. The thing is, I need you to step the other way off of my head. So that's not possible, unfortunately. Because it would have to be the case that the jump was preceded by a movement from this space, which cannot happen. Not in time, anyway. Yeah, that's the very best job we can do there. Having orange jump in this space would not be helpful because blue would just shove orange out of the way. Yeah, this really sucks as a starting position. Yeah, and there's no place, so obviously we can't have orange jump here and get on top of blue because blue has to fall down into this position. If orange was here, we would just shove orange. But we also can't get on top of blue anywhere else because if I jump here, blue goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then doesn't have enough movement to get back and actually convey orange up to here. So the idea is something else. Is it maybe like something like orange ends up here? Right, and then we just prevent you from getting back out. Right, obviously this isn't going to work, but like, is there some version of having blue execute a move that would, if I carried blue left and then right, such that during sequence 3 we could jump up to here and be pushed over? I mean, no, there's too much movement necessary. Sequence 3 is going to have to start with orange up here, or the puzzle's not going to be solvable. Gosh, I hate to give up on this one right away, but this is a fucking nightmare. There's simply not enough time in the sequences. There's not enough total movements to do any of the things it seems like would be necessary in order to get orange up onto that platform. All right, if we had... I do have a thought. Blue goes down to here, steps onto orange's head. Orange steps this way. So that's 1, 2, and then orange 2 is step left. Then orange steps right again. Then like blue does nothing. Orange steps right again. Then blue pushes here. I'm wondering if I can create just enough extra movement with blue shoving to the right to give orange the ability to reach the sun. How would that have to work for orange? Orange needs to be in this position. So blue 1, orange nothing. Blue 2, orange steps to here. Orange needs to step back, so it's like... Alright. What I'm doing is creating the window so that orange can jump up here, blue can shove orange over, and then push even further. And then jump and grab the star, because otherwise the star's not going to be grabbable. No, I don't get anywhere near the sun. But I don't actually have to get near the sun right now. I have to get near the sun during sequence 4. Okay, this is the part I was critically not thinking out all the way. I was like, Orange is never going to get over there, but Orange doesn't have to be there here. Orange is still manipulable during sequence 4. Yep, that was the problem. Okay. I got there eventually. There is so much to keep in mind, and I just can't do it, apparently. Okay, so there is a great big floor here during blue time. Right? That seems pretty good. And then blue during the next blue time can just walk over here, can't they? Is this that easy? No, it's not quite, is it? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it totally is. And I step onto the moon right before Orange steps off of the sun. Okay, sorry, I didn't talk about that one at all, but it was just like, well, there's only one there's only one thing to do. Okay. So we can't actually, if I fall here, it makes the puzzle. Oh no, there is a floor. It's hidden. Okay. So we just need blue to get carried over at the right moment. So blue steps, blue steps. We want Orange's second to last move to be to fall into the pit. Orange carries blue up to here. Blue needs to walk off of Orange and create a situation where Orange can, like, blue wants to be here as long as possible to create the ability for Orange to step on top and then jump up to grab the star. But we do have to create a position where Orange can actually get on top of blue, which is going to require some amount of sideways movement, I guess. All right, so, but it doesn't, I think, super matter what we do with Orange at this point. Okay. So now I need to give Orange the ability to jump off of my head and hit the star. Oh, wait a second. This isn't actually going to let Orange get across during sequence 3, though. Because blue's going to go from here to there. There needs to be bridge time. How would I engineer such a thing? how are we going to make blue able to provide crossing for orange? There's no way to have blue like hover serenely across this. And obviously falling down here is not going to do anything. Even if blue spends a whole segment down there, a whole frame down there, it doesn't help because all orange can do is jump down to here and then get carried back to this position. How am I going to build the ability for orange to cross? We need for blue to spend a whole frame here or here. Or here, I guess, but it doesn't, whatever. But I don't think any of those things are possible. So what else could I do? How else would orange get across? This seems remarkably simple. Like, this seems like a very simple thing in terms of, like, the total solution space being small, but I literally cannot think of any way to do this. Am I forgetting some important lesson about movement that we learned earlier? Maybe. Yeah, because there's no way for blue to enter this space during blue time without falling. Because there's no way for orange to be there. There are no color conditional blocks. Nothing about this changes. I don't understand this one at all. We're just gonna move on. I'm sure the thing I'm missing there is incredibly basic, but I just can't, for the life of me, cannot see it right now. I'm sure when I do see it, I'm going to be embarrassed. Oh, this sucks ass. I see what's happening here immediately, and I hate it very much. Okay. So orange goes like this. And then we definitely don't want to press left or right. If I left it like this, during blue time, what's going to happen is orange is going to fall to here and then unfall, unfall. And in the end, I mean, I can stop some of that, but we don't want to stop too much of it. Because blue and orange both have to survive the transition. So maybe what we do is just this. Okay. So now orange is already not going anywhere. How would I... Oh, well, right, I could just solve the puzzle at that moment, couldn't I? It's not what I was trying to do. We do not actually want orange to end up on that sun. I was trying to think about, like, how do we put orange in a position where orange can hit this star? Because I think the idea would be orange hits the star and then walks backwards onto the sun. on this frame, right? But we have to do that in a way that doesn't result in orange dying, which is the part of this that I seem to be having a problem with. This is such a weird puzzle. So if I go the opposite way here, like we're going to run into the same problem if I try to do anything like this, which is that we have a blocked unfall. And then this unfall is just going to put orange right back, right there. Orange is going to fall and then execute that, and it's going to work. So actually what I want to do with blue here is block this, I think. No, but that's just going to put me back. Shit. Yeah, what I need is for orange to be legitimately... I need orange to end up way over here. And I don't really see how I'm going to do that. Hey, here's a question. If I do this, do I fall before the phase change? I do. Okay. You wouldn't fall from a jump, but you do fall from any other kind of movement? Right? If my last move is a jump, I do end the game. Yeah, I do end the frame in the air. Because downward movement from a jump just behaves completely differently than all other downward movement from moving, which is a thing that I'm having a lot of intuitive difficulty with, as we've seen. All right, what if... What if I don't have orange descend so much? Right. The extra dead frame at the beginning gives orange time to fall here, which actually causes orange to descend far more than otherwise. Doesn't really help me to do anything here with blue. Wait, why does orange go up on when replaying this frame? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, right, because a fall did occur. Regardless of what's entered in the command thing here, orange is recording actual movement, not commands. Woof, y'all. Maybe I just don't have the brain for this today. Let's go on and look at a couple more. I'm feeling very lost on how to approach the star there. I mean, I found a blue solution at least. And again, it's just like very basic. I don't even know how to begin making the movements kind of stuff. So we do that and it allows blue to get carried across. Right, so that's how we would reach the moon. But we have to do that on this orange sequence. Right now, what I want to do is prevent orange from getting back up there, presumably. Like, we probably want something like this, where then blue comes down and blocks, and this allows orange to start up on this platform instead. But is this really useful? This is the only sequence where the star is available. So blue has to be up here. Or orange, rather. Has to find a way. How the hell am I going to do this? What would I do with blue that would make this make any sense? But the thing is, I would have to be able to get up on top of blue's head, right? So maybe it's like... Oop, no. No, that was never gonna help. If I step over here, blue's just gonna crush me now. Yeah, I need blue to shove me over onto this, I think. So you have to help blue come up here. I have to carry blue over. Yeah. So the last movement has to be... Is it not essentially this? Blue gets carried up, just waits, and does that. Okay. So now orange steps over here, jumps and gets shoved, and then grabs the star. Which means that no matter what I do, orange is now going to end up here, or here, as the case is. Or, and they're both the same square, right? Because orange is gonna fall if we end here. Yeah. So how do I make this work? So it's during this sequence that blue has to end up on the moon. So I don't know, blue doesn't have to do anything here, right? It doesn't matter at all. Orange can go... All orange really needs to do is make this move at that moment, and then jump up and catch the train, and then, yeah, orange doesn't have to do anything at all. Blue can just shove me the whole way. All right, I'm so happy that I saw my way through at least one of them after the point where things started breaking down. Kandinsky. Kandinsky is a painter? Maybe this is a visual reference to one of his paintings? Or maybe I'm wrong and he's not a painter and I just don't know anything about culture. That could be the case. So blue is already on the moon. That's interesting. The fact that we get one extra the blue phase at the end of the thing here means that what we're supposed to do with orange is end up on the moon and then spend one turn with blue and have orange rewind that, right? So how do I make this work? If we record a fall here with orange and then get orange into position to play the fall back from here during blue time. During blue time, it can just mount like that. But how does that help? Because we need to be able to record, like... Where does orange have to start phase 3? Up here, I think. Unless blue... So blue rides orange's head during the unfall. Ending orange up here. While blue vanishes and then reappears there. And then blue fails to fall. And so repeats the unfall action up here. Yeah. So it is like, for orange, it's like... And then get over here so that blue can interfere with your movement. Shoot! Orange falls before the phase ends. Which is exactly what I need not to happen. And I don't have time to insert a jump, right? Because I have to end up further... Yeah. Alright, hold on. What if the fall is over to the right instead? The problem is I really need orange to end here, and I don't have any way of making that happen. Yeah, the problem is the unfall to the right just happens too late in the sequence, which is to say too early in the played back sequence. And then we have all this extra time that we have to manage with orange, which we can't actually do. This does feel like the only way this works. But so how would I make it so orange survives this? Realistically, I can't, right? Yeah. Is there a way to... Alright, let me look at the... I'd like to at least see all of the things in Civilization today, and then we'll work out some solutions next time. Krasner also sounds like a last name, although I'll be honest with you, the only Krasner I can think of is a district attorney, I'm pretty sure. So... Gosh, that moon's really up there. Turn it. See, this isn't actually going to work, though. Orange is going to end up here and then immediately fall. And I would need blue to be on top of orange to have... Oh, interesting. I was not expecting the fall to be processed in the middle of that movement. That doesn't really make any sense at all, does it? Yeah. I could get orange to here. Probably. Nope, not exactly. Oof. Y'all, I can feel my brain cooking inside my skull. I don't know what is up with me today. I mean, these puzzles are legitimately very difficult. I suppose I should be cutting myself that slack at least. Part of the reason I'm finding these harder is because they literally are harder. I don't think that just getting a blue star here would be all that difficult. Right, it definitely seems doable at least. Is there a way to push... I'm not going to be able to get orange far enough over to have them... No, I totally am. I can execute the unfall here. And then... Right, like the blue star is pretty easy. Getting the orange star on that one, I'm not sure how to approach it. I guess this sort of looks like a Mondrian. Mondrian I'm at least familiar with. It's not that this doesn't look like a Mondrian, it's just that they all kind of look like like Mondrians, because it's just colored rectangles, right? So we have this great big floor down here, which is always present. And this one, which is present during orange time, which limits the effectiveness of our unfall to some extent. This is also going to make it a little bit more awkward for blue to catch up with orange in a lot of cases. So if we do basically the same thing, we have orange get intercepted by blue. We can create an unfall to there. This allows me to create an unfall up onto the sunblock. No, that's going to cause me to step off right away. How do I... How do I be here during... I guess I can't with this approach. But yeah, the idea is that happens, and then you record the fall this... Or sorry, you record the fall this way. Or sorry, but I want to do that like pretty late in the sequence. Because blue needs 1, 2, 3 steps over. So blue steps on me right before this. So it's okay for the fall to be now. But I want to have a jump before the fall. Actually, is this going to work? Because isn't orange going to be... Oh, right. I forgot. It's going to be jump. And then we actually have to step over here because I have to catch blue because blue can't otherwise get on top of orange. Okay, yeah, that's right. And then the up plays backwards, planting you back on. Yeah. All right, let's see that last one. Sure, I guess. We have to engineer quite a fall here. So the idea is we're producing progressively larger and larger falls for orange, right? We do a fall here, and then using blue, we boost orange up a space so that the unfall carries us up here, and then that way on orange's turn we can do a fall from there, and blue can boost us up even further. We do that unfall from the top of a jumping blue. We could make it all the way to the sun. This is such a long sequence, though. All right, y'all, I'm tapping out. I'm feeling fried, to be perfectly honest with you. It's not, listen, My temptation is to beat myself up for this in a comedic way so as to prevent anybody else from being able to jump on me. But this was fine. We saw a lot of new levels. We solved a bunch of levels. The puzzles are very difficult here. I have to keep reminding myself that it's okay to not completely blow it out of the park every single episode. I still did fine. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we're going to get a couple of blue stars. We're going to get a couple of orange stars. I'm not going to feel like I have to hold myself to definitely finishing things up. But we're going to try. We're going to give it our level best. And we'll see you then.